Welcome back to the program. Doctors said she would only live to be 10. She's now 22, and her fight against cystic fibrosis is so inspiring. It's now the focus of a documentary. Here's a look inside the life of Jordan Ulrich.
Her story so far plays out like a Hollywood movie.
I always have to think that God has a reason for me.
She's not afraid to die. She just says that it's not her time. And she says that she will know when it is.
Jordan was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis at age 2. She received her first double lung transplant at 17. In October 2010, she almost didn't make it to the hospital for her second.
I had Jordan hooked up to all these monitors. You could hear the machines beeping in the background because she had no pulse. She wasn't breathing. And yet, Jordan started talking to God. And she wasn't there. I had the hospital on speakerphone.
Recently, Jordan's story at a fundraiser for Cedars-Sinai Hospital brought some of Hollywood's heaviest hitters to tears.
All right, we're ready.
And now a Los Angeles crew is in Ada shooting a documentary on Jordan.
For me, it's kind of an underdog story where Jordan was always given bad odds.
But Jordan is sick again, and it looks like another lung transplant may be in the script. Her mother says she only knows of 3 other people in the world who have had 3 transplants. Still, Jordan is planning on a happy ending.
But I'm hoping to get married because I want to get married. I want to get married in a church and have children.
Yeah, Andy Lippman is here again. Andy, you talked earlier about life expectancy of people who have CF, and so you see in this case, a woman had to have this double lung transplant. Right. Does that make a difference? Do you think that can ultimately lead to a cure?
It won't lead to a cure, at least not yet. It's one of those things, your digestive system is still not right. You still have to take the pills, and you would have to take anti-rejection drugs and all those sorts of things. So it does not cure it. It does help with the mucus in the lungs, but all of that can still come back from all the bacterial infections, etc.
I see. And so there's tons of equipment that you have. You're wearing this vest.
Yes.
And you have some other things. Let's talk a little bit about the equipment. We touched on this briefly at the beginning of the program. This is a daily thing for you? What is this vest, and what do you have to do?
Yeah, this is bi-daily, tri-daily. I do this 3 times a day. And this is actually the best vest we've ever had, at least I have so far, because the original vest was about 3 feet high and it looked like a robot, and it weighed about 75 pounds. Then I had one that was about 30 pounds, and now I've got this where it's actually battery charged. So I don't have to find, if there's a power outage, I don't have to freak out and say, oh my God, what am I going to do? This way I just have this vest and I'm good to go as long as it's charged for a few hours.
And tell us what it does when you
wear it. Do you want me to show you?
Sure, absolutely.
Right. Everyone probably sees me and they're like, what is he doing?
He's got a remote control.
That's right. So it's got a remote control attached to it. It's got medium, soft, and intense. I've only been using this a week and a half or so, so I'm a little new to it as well.
Wow.
So it's got different strengths, and then it's got vibration, percussion, and drainage. So you can basically focus on different things. The vibration is really fast. Percussion is kind of slowing, like you're slapping right there, and then the drainage just goes to different parts of the body, just to kind of get you ready to spit the mucus out.
Wow, and so it just loosens everything up then for you. How long do you wear it?
About 40 minutes each time.
Okay.
So it's about 120 minutes. Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours.
And so you bring this thing out at work and wherever you are.
Well, I can do it. Interestingly enough, sometimes at lunch I'll just go into my car and do it. You know, just put it on, and you can actually charge it with the cigarette lighter. So.
And so you also have a nebulizer, right?
I do.
And let's talk about that.
Sure.
You do this 2 or 3 times a day as
I do
well?
this 2 or 3 times a day.
Okay.
I could do like commercials for drugstores. But yeah, you take salt water. It's called hypertonic saline. And basically what they did a study in Australia where they found out that surfers with CF were doing better because of the saline that was going into their lungs.
Okay.
So we figured that out. So now I do that 3 times a day. So I do not surf, but I may consider it now.
Be a great surfer.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you've seen my coordination skills. You have actually through baseball, so it may not be a good idea for me. So you basically put it in. I apologize for getting the table a little stuff there. And then what you do is you plug this in, and I clean the nebulizer afterwards. And I probably use it for about 15 to 20 days at a time, then I get rid of it. But here's what it sounds like, just so you guys can kind of,
there we go.
There we go. you know, it may need to be charged.
Okay, well that's fine. So
Yeah.
it just makes a
We'll do it
soft
next
little
time.
humming noise,
But yeah,
and then I'm sure you get some of the moisture from it, right?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
And the way it works is you do it 3 times a day, about 15, 20 minutes at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And what it does, I also do another aerosol with it once a day. And what it does is it clears out the lungs, and then it helps you to get it out later.
Are there some nebulizers that work better than others?
It's different. It depends on the medication. There are different types of nebulizers, but there are maybe 3 or 4 different ones, main ones. They don't really work better, I would say, but sometimes they're more efficient as they can be quicker. Instead of taking an hour, it takes 20 minutes.
So, Andy, I hear you've also put together a music video that highlights these nebulizers?
I do. I do have one. I am not going to be doing any concerts anytime soon. No tours.
Let's take a look at this just for a moment here.
Sluggishness, bad genes, abnormal newborn screens, daunting with all those clues. Be prepared to hear bad news. Aerosols, therapy vests, pulmonary function tests. Results are in, I cannot win. Is it time to sing the blues? I need a nebulizer. It's for my diagnosis, which is cystic fibrosis. I need a nebulizer. No, I didn't want it, but I'm gonna flaunt it. Malnutrition, transplant lists, can't guess how much school I've missed. Intestine blocked, appearance mocked, trying to stay sane. Clean hands, wearing masks, doing what the doctor asks. Chest port, breast short, can't take all this pain. Fever, O2, I don't know what else to do. Bloody sputum, feeling sick, why is all my mucus thick? Bad stools, take enzymes, diabetes, tough times. Get the gist, we must persist, lots of mountains to climb. I need a nebulizer. I'd rather destroy it, cause I don't enjoy it. I need a nebulizer. I use it twice a day till I finish the spray.
Okay, I love this. Very good, very
Appreciate it.
creative, man.
Well, you love it. I don't know about Billy Joel.
Well, you know, let's see. Surfing, musician. I mean, you've got all these options now.
Sure.
Maybe YouTube sensation.
There you go. There you go.
This is great. But I mean, what I like about it is you raise awareness, and at the same time, you make it feel cool. It's okay.
Right.
It's not a bad thing. A lot of people have to do this.
That was the key. When I was growing up, I always was embarrassed by my nebulizer. I was afraid to show it to anyone. Now I'm on the news showing. Now I'm on a show showing it. But for a long time, I was afraid to, and I didn't want other kids to have to deal with that same thing. So when we did this video, we got kids from all different continents. We have them from 4 different continents that all of them have something in common. They have cystic fibrosis, and they have to do these treatments.
This is so great. And that video, how many hits do you have on that thing?
I think it's about 13 or 14,000 right now.
Okay, we need to bump that up.
There you go.
That was absolutely fantastic. And to see more of Andy's video, head to our Public Affairs Facebook page. Andy, we're about to talk about your foundation, Wish for Wendy. That's coming up. It should be really good. He is a busy man. Find out about the events that you can take part in, how you can join the fight against CF. How could you not like this guy? This is great. Come back right after the break for Public Affairs on Peach.